So Lupa J started off as a classically trained musician. So I want to know what the transition was like going from classical music to electronic.
Yeah, well, yeah. I played violin from the age of 6 till now, really, but I was learning like intensively until about when I was like in year 12 in high school. And yeah, for a long time I just thought I wanted to be an orchestral violinist, and that was like, because I'd done it since such an early age, that was like my set career path, and that's all I thought I could do. And then, yeah, in like year 10 of high school, I'd started listening. I'd always listened more to like pop music or like folk music or and then my friend Mara, who just played with us, actually she introduced me to electronic music and showed me like Grimes and Alpine and a few other electronic artists, and it sort of just like clicked, and I was like, this is what I want to do, and it seemed a lot more natural than playing violin for me. And so I started writing with just GarageBand at first and in my bedroom, and yeah, progressed from there.
So speaking about back in high school, you've been involved in the industry for quite a while, and recently we've seen quite a boom in the Australian music industry, and since you've been a part of it since such a young age, I wanted to know what that experience has been like for you. Yeah,
totally. I think when I first started putting music out, Unearthed felt like Triple J Unearthed felt like a relatively new thing, and like Unearthed High I think was only in its like 3rd or 4th year or something, and then yeah, in the years that I was a finalist, and then since then it seems to have been getting bigger every year. And yeah, I don't know, like when I was in high school it was all like, I was very focused on being in high school, and I didn't think much about or see much about other people outside of like being in high school. But since I left high school, I kind of like discovered the local electronic music scene in Sydney, and realized there were so many other people doing stuff, and there's just like a huge variety of things happening in the moment. Yeah, so it's kind of been good. Yeah,
I can imagine. Speaking of high school, back when I was in year 12, I know I freaked out a whole heap and there was no time for me to do anything else, but you released 4 songs that year. What was that like?
It was a really stressful year, I can say. It was really fun being able to do songs as well, but it was very tough balancing that with doing exams and essays, and yeah.
I remember the very first day I felt water splash across my face. Grown heads guide me through the space. A blue pool deep inside my brain. A grazed knee and the feel of pain. Faces seep across 2 decades. It seemed strange, so I asked you the same. You said all you remember are these pretty girls' names. A worried voice whisper over and over, taking the trouble away to take you closer to a love where guidance didn't matter, to side glances and unrequited stares. Addiction will run you empty. This addiction will run you empty. But tell me, will you remember the night you first really saw me stand there? It was so bright among the eyes below. You saw your fingers in my short hair, and you sang about a dream you never felt before. Opened up this dark door, my feet went on the floor. I wore a different dress to all those names, and now I seem to sound the same. And I can't be them for you. No, I can't be them for you. I the goal is she cries. You say tears are too much for you. When she cried, you always left the room, back to bed where things would stay the same. I heard you whispering their names. Addiction will run you empty. This addiction will run you empty. But tell me, will you remember the night you first really saw me stand there? It was so bright among the eyes below. You saw your fingers in my short hair, and I sang about a dream you never felt before. Opened up this dark door, my feet weren't on the floor. I wore a different dress to all those names, and now it seemed to sound the same. And I can't be them for you. No, I can't be them for you. And I can't be them for you. No, I can't be them for you.
Hey guys, we're back with Lupa J. So, last time I spoke to you, you'd just been nominated for the 2014 Triple J Unearthed High School competition.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, what has the transition been like since then in your musical career and since you've left high school?
Well, like right after I finished my final exams, I got booked to play this tour with Sarah Blasco around Australia. It was like 9 shows, I think, and before that it was Grimes. I supported Grimes at the Enmore in Sydney, which were all like 10 times the size of all the venues I'd been playing before that. So it was kind of like going straight from playing to my, you know, class at school and like occasional small gigs to like playing at the Enmore Theatre. And it was, yeah, I learned very quickly on the go on like the tour and stuff. And since then, yeah, I've just gotten much more used to playing shows, and I've met a lot of other local musicians, and it's been really cool, yeah.
Awesome. Now I'm wondering what inspires your music, and then also to go with that, what goes into your writing process?
I guess from the start, like when I first started writing songs, it kind of came from a period of like, I guess, a big like emotional upheaval, and
Yeah.
I wanted like an outlet for all the stuff I was thinking about and experiencing. And so I've always just written about I guess the people around me and like how I'm feeling about things. And yeah, like initially my songs, I started like writing a diary before I started writing songs, and then I started turning the stuff I was writing into my diary into lyrics. And so it's kind of always really personal. And so
Yeah.
my songs, up until quite recently, always start with lyrics first. I write the lyrics and, yeah, and come up with the kind of concept and shape the music around that. But more recently, as I've been trying to write more beat-driven stuff, I've been doing it the other way around, because I think if you write lyrics first, you often have to really mold the rest of like the structure and everything to the structure of the like the lines, and that can be restricting. And so yeah, I've kind of freed up a bit in switching things around recently.